Good morning, afternoon, and evening, guys. We're back with another random tier list. Today we are diving back into the world of sports. It's been a while since we've done one of these videos. We're going to be talking about alternate jerseys in Major League Baseball. These are jerseys that teams do not wear as their normal jersey, but they wear it maybe once a week or maybe uh, usually less often, I think. I don't know. I think the Angels wear theirs once or twice a week, but usually they wear them as an alternate for their home jersey, but I'm sure different teams do different things. So we're going to go ahead and rank these. We have S to F tier. We'll see which one of those we need. And yeah, these are, I think, in alphabetical order, starting with Angels. No, they're not, because Blue Jays. Okay, I don't know what order they're in, but Angels are first. And this is an S tier jersey. I am an Angels fan. I love the Angels uniforms in general. They're very simple, but I think they're very good. Um, the red on this is, I like it more than the white. Nobody get mad at me, but I like it actually more than the normal white jerseys. The D-backs, I also think, has a very, very good alternate. I believe this used to be their regular jersey, and now they have kind of like that teal in there, if they are still using that. So they've had a lot of iterations of their jerseys recently. I do like their burgundy jerseys. I wish they still use purple because I think there's too many red teams in the league, but it's a good jersey. And saying D-backs instead of the full Diamondbacks, it looks better, at least on here. Braves. Let me put both these in C to start off with. So Braves have two alternate jerseys. They have a black one and a red one. I think the red one is pretty good. It's definitely a change from what they usually wear. The black, I'm going to put in B tier. It does not look bad, and I do like black jerseys, but there's not a whole lot going on other than the logo. So it's a very, very plain jersey other than the logo. I think having the numbers there on the front, which I know the normal Bears jersey does not have anyway, but having the numbers on the front like the Angel and Diamondbacks one do, I think would make this look a lot better. So B tier may drop down to C tier. We'll see how we feel about some other jerseys coming up. Next year we have the Orioles jerseys. I actually really like the black Orioles jersey. I think that's an A tier jersey. The black and the orange just perfectly go against each other. Halloween colors and whatnot. And the orange one is not bad. I appreciate the fact that it is orange because it's one of two teams in the league, three teams, I guess, the Astros. One of only a couple teams that do have those orange jerseys, so it is usually pretty striking when you do see them, which is nice. I think the Orioles is probably better than the Braves. And yeah, I think A tier is fine how it is. Next, we have the Red Sox, another good red jersey. This one having a more classic appearance with the buttons and whatnot. I think that actually does work for the Red Sox. The problem with the Braves is that it's very minimal, but then they still have the stripes, the stripe along the seam, like where the buttons are. So it's like it is minimal, but then it's not. Whereas the Red Sox, they're going full minimal, which is their MO, being one of the oldest teams in the league. You can clearly see the buttons, which I think is nice, and all it says is Red Sox. I think that does look good, but they will be at the bottom of A tier for me. Next, we have their other Boston one. This one, personally, I just don't like it as much. Personally, when I think Red Sox, I do not think blue. I know it is one of their alternate colors, but this jersey makes me think more of like the Patriots, which to a Red Sox fan, that probably isn't a bad thing. But personally, I just don't really care for this jersey as much. I think the red one looks a lot better. This alternate Cubs jersey is great. In fact, I like this better than the white pinstripes. I think this should be their regular jersey, but I like vibrant colors. I like, just not plain and pinstripe colors. This White Sox jersey, also same thing. Absolutely love it. I think both of these Chicago alternate jerseys are fantastic, and I'll put them up here in S tier with the Angels jersey. This Reds one looks better than the Red Sox jersey. Probably, honestly, better than the Braves jersey, too. I do really like the vibrancy of the red, the minimalism of the jersey, but also you can see clearly the buttons, you can see the stitching, you can see the logo. So I think it's a good jersey. It's a good alternate. Next, we have the Indians. Indians have two alternate jerseys. I don't like their Cleveland one because Indians are, again, just another red team. And I feel like the Indians could have a much different color, but they don't. Their jerseys, a lot of times, just look like bad imitations of other teams' jerseys. And this Cleveland one for this Boston one, I would say that too. The Indians one looks a little bit better, but it's still not anywhere near my favorite jersey. I guess it's better than the Boston one. Next year, with them coming out with the new Guardians jerseys, we'll have to see what those look like. I haven't seen them yet, so I don't think they have. Um, I don't think they have been revealed yet, but yeah. Next, we have Colorado. I love how Colorado is purple. They're the only team in the league that is purple. Yeah, let's just double check, make sure I'm right about that. They are the only team in the league that is purple, and I feel like that is just awesome. I love unique colors. The NFL has like 3 teams that are purple, but yeah, baseball only has one. And the Rockies, no matter what they wear, they have a unique color and a unique design. So, purple jersey, good. Now Washington has 2 here. We have the red, which looks good. It's up there with the Braves um, and the Reds. This one's kind of just like take your opinion on those. But this is what I mean about so many teams having just red jerseys. We can already see 6 different teams here with red jerseys, and we're not even halfway through. So yeah, this one I really like the idea of what they were trying to do here, but I just don't think it worked well. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I do like the red, white, and blue, the American flag, and everything. Just don't really think it worked too well. Excuse me, I don't really think it worked too well in the design. It's just a little too much going on, I think. Next, we have the Astros. I'm going to go ahead and delete our E tier because we really don't need an E tier, but we'll keep F. And I'm putting Astros in F. I don't like the red, orange, yellow on the side. I think that looks dumb, and it clashes with the main color of the jersey. Their orange jersey doesn't look bad. It looks very, very similar to the Orioles one. I think the Orioles one, because of the italicized Orioles, does look better. But I'm going to put the Astros up here in B tier. Their orange jersey does look better. But yeah, their regular one sucks. Or not their regular one, but their other alternate sucks. The Royals have 2 alternate jerseys. I do really like their powder blue ones. Again, a very unique color being used here. And I do like the blue alternates too, because blue is another color. We do see it a lot in different teams. But having that vibrant color, just like with like the Dodgers here, both of these teams with this vibrant blue color, it just makes for a good jersey. Both going for a minimal design. Dodgers have the classic Dodgers font and everything. I think I'm going to put Dodgers in the top of A, and I'm actually going to move Royals up to S tier here. And then this KC jersey, the blue one, I want to put it up here just because I'm not used to seeing a blue one, but there is blue ones coming up, so I think I'm gonna just kind of put it here. We have this tier here where it's just like a plain red and blue jerseys, and that's it, right? Like that's it. It's just a plain red and blue jersey. Like even the Angels one is up there. I think the Angels with how the logo is or with how the name is also written in red does look good though. But yeah, we just have a lot of plain red and blue jerseys in the league. I'm realizing that more and more looking at the pictures, but they don't look bad. A tier. Marlins, this jersey does not look very good. I do like the Marlins. I like everything about this, but it needs to be more vibrant because you can barely read the fact that it says Marlins, at least in this picture. This light blue jersey, not as good as like the Royals because the logo is so small. The one entire side of this jersey is just blank, which I'm not a big fan of. Gonna put this in B tier for the color, for the logo, which are pretty unique, but definitely not one of my favorite designs. Is it better than this? No, I might come back to that. Minnesota has 2 jerseys. They have 2 alternates. We have the red one and we have the blue one. The red one has a similar issue to the Marlins here, where it's just incredibly plain, and it's gone past the point of minimalism to just being plain. It looks like you're wearing a shirt with a logo on it. And I think the Marlins one looks the same way. So that one's not very good. The regular Minnesota one is better. I appreciate them using the navy more in this design. But similar thing to the Red Sox, I just don't think of blue when I think of the Twins. That might be my fault. But yeah, it's going to be in B tier for me. And I think I'm going to move this Marlins design down as well. Just like that. Yeah, I think these are actually C tier because they are so plain. Next, we have the Brewers, who have 2 jerseys, 2 alternates. This one does look good. I like their all navy alternate. I think it looks good with the gold trim. I'd actually put it up here right underneath Diamondbacks. This jersey would be B tier, I think, with the pinstripes. I'm just not a huge fan of pinstripes. I know they are a classic look, but personally, they're just not my favorite. I'd put it right here above Astros, just because the Astros, that stitching going right through the name. I don't know. It's because Astros is such a short word. Because they didn't put it in italicized, you can actually see through the letters, see between the letters. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't like it as much as like the Orioles. New York has a really nice alternate jersey. Similar thing that I said with some other teams. This is a better jersey than their normal one. They should just keep this all the time. It looks good. Now, a team that should never move away from pinstripes is the Yankees. And as an avid Yankees hater, um, it kind of pains me to say that, to give them that compliment that the pinstripes look great and they're classic and they're awesome. This black jersey, not so much. If this had said Yankees across the front, that would be different, but it has a similar issue here with the Marlins and the Twins where it's just a plain shirt with a logo on it. Um, and because it's the Yankees and you're missing that pinstripe, yeah, you're going to be down here. Athletics are also going to be down here. Absolutely nobody wants a yellow jersey. It's ugly. Their green jersey, though, their green alternate does look good. And it pains me because I don't like the Athletics, being an Angels fan, them being a rival in our division. But I really have to give credit where it is due. They have the only green jersey on here. I mean, Mariners are like a teal. They have the only fully green jersey on here, and it does look great. So S tier for them. Phillies, not so much to write home about. I know some people really will die for this powder blue jersey, but it's just really not my favorite. It has that same minimal problem where you're wearing a shirt with a logo. I suppose there are stripes on the shoulders, which make it look better. So that alone, I guess, gets it to the top of C tier. But it's still just not going to be my favorite. I think their other jersey is a B tier option here. It's a little bit more plain than the Reds, Braves, or Nationals. So having the Phillies down here in B tier, I think, is pretty fair. Next, you have the Pirates, and again, absolutely nobody wants a yellow jersey, though I will say the yellow Pirates jersey does look a lot better than the yellow Athletics jersey, seeing as yellow or gold is their kind of official dominant color, so that one is a little bit better. Maybe we can squeeze it up here into D tier, just to give that respect to the Pirates. Their black jerseys aren't bad either. I'd say probably B tier. I do like the trim around the neckline. It makes it look like a chain. So automatically, anybody that wears this jersey looks really good. Well, not every, you know what I mean. So this one's probably in the middle here. Probably, yeah, right below. We'll put it ahead of the Astros. Put it ahead of the Astros, right next to the Brewers there. Next, we have the Padres, who have two very, very different looking jerseys. First, they have the brown, which is such a unique color. I wish they would make this their regular color. And honestly, this list might be a year or two old, so they might have be using this now as their regular color. I know they did switch to some pinstripes for one of their jerseys as well. I really do like the brown here. I'm going to put it in B tier just because brown. Okay, so I guess I have mixed feelings because brown is an ugly color and it doesn't look that great. But it is such a unique color. They're the only team in the league that has it, that it automatically makes their jerseys look unique and different and helps them stand out in a good way. So I think that automatically gets them up here into B tier. And you know what? It is better than the Red Sox. It is better than the Red Sox jerseys. So I think Red Sox honestly has to fall down here to B tier. Because I also think the orange Oriole jersey is better than the Red Sox. And so is the Pirates and Brewers. And so is the Astros. Yeah, I'm just looking at these buttons. I'm just looking at these buttons. And I know I said that, like, because they're the Red Sox, it works. The more I look at it, the more it does not. So I think these are falling all the way down here next to the Phillies ones. So we fell a whole level here for the Red Sox. Ouch. All right. Where's their other jersey at? Oh, here? Yeah. This one's still better than that. Mariners. Another team I don't like because they are in our division, the Angels division. I can't argue with how good that jersey looks, though. Teal, great color, never really used in sports or very rarely used in sports. yeah, I guess the way to get into S tier on this list is just to have an interesting color. So that's going to be S tier up here for me. Seattle, their regular jersey, again, similar to Padres, not too bad. I do like the teal being the more dominant color than the navy. So I think I probably will put this down here at the top of B tier. Next, we have the Giants, the third orange team in the league, and they have two jerseys. Their black one is very good. I put this up here with the Orioles, probably just ahead of the Orioles, right between that and the Royals. You can see how similar their jersey and the Royals jerseys are. So literally just some different colors, but everything else is exactly the same. Their other one, we can pretty much just put this one next to the Astros. Because it is in italics, it does look a lot better than the Astros. Um, I'm kind of in my brain looking at the Orioles, the Giants, and the Astros. We kind of just have to put all these together, right? So it's your pick on which one you like the best. I think the Astros, because they didn't use italics, don't look as good. The Giants, the italics looks great, but I think the stitching the stripes take away from it just a little. So I put that there, I think. Next, we have the Cardinals. Again, I know some people would kill for powder blue, but the Cardinals are just not the team that I'm expecting to wear powder blue. So, yeah, not my favorite. I'll give it top of F tier for originality, but not going to be something to write home about here. Their other jersey has a similar issue to the Phillies and the Red Sox here. Because of how intricate their logo is and they have the actual Cardinals on it and everything, I will put it at the top of those three, but yeah, it is going to be a B tier offering. All right. Next, we have the Rays, who are actually a team who has like a powder blue, light blue color that actually works because it's one of their main colors. So this one is going to end up probably up here in A tier. And I'm just not a big fan of navy blue, I guess. So their other jersey, I think I'd put at the top of B tier, whereas this powder blue one, I'm probably put this a little higher. I have a good jersey. The sparkle on the R for Rays does look really good as well. Really put it ahead here of these red jerseys. Two more teams to do it. Ooh, we have another team that has red and blue in it. Texas using a darker blue for one of their alternates does look good though. Probably going to be a bottom of A tier option just because that combination of red and blue. I've said it a couple times here. It is overused. And their other one, I do like the Texas logo better than the Red Sox or Phillies one. The Texas flag on the side is a nice touch because that does also have red and blue in it. So at least their colors make sense and why they're red and blue. And I guess the Phillies do too, and the Cardinals make sense why they're red. A lot of the teams, their colors do make sense. I just have that criticism that so many teams in the league have the same colors. Finally, we have Blue Jays, who have a very simple alternate jersey, and it is a good one. Same color scheme as the Rangers, but you do have that Canadian flag. And for whatever reason, well, I guess not for whatever reason, they are the Blue Jays. So their main color is blue, right? And then they lean into the Canadian flag for the red. So their colors do make sense as well. I'd put them right above Texas and right underneath the San Diego Padres. Now, with that, guys, this is the tier list. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this tier list. Let me know if I totally screwed this up and put something in the wrong spot. Let me know on your ideas for future tier lists. And if you would like to see more tier lists like this, make sure you are subscribed. There'll be another one up at noon Pacific tomorrow. And with that, guys, this has been the guy that makes random tier lists.